Hi everyone, my name is Linda Jenkins. I am the owner of DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist, and I'd like to thank you for coming and visiting with me today as we take on the challenge of looking at what a new employee handbook should entail if you are opening your own business. Now, as I have shown you guys previously, I have created a generic one that is totally fillable and customizable to your particular company. Uh, with this driver employee handbook, now I'm only talking about the driver employee handbook. I know I gave y'all a big picture of all the different manuals that we entail, but today we're only going to look at the meat or most of the meat of the driver employee handbook. Okay, so when you are opening a company, you're taking a chance that that company is succeeding. That company, you've invested thousands of dollars, not only in the equipment, but in the business corporation side of it as well. Even if you're a LLC, you've invested thousands of dollars paying to the particular state for which you live. There's a lot of taking chances that occurs when you're doing that. One of the times that I can think of personally, other than me opening my own businesses, is the fact that I took a chance when I was 18. When I was 18, I was born and raised in Arkansas. When I was 18, I took a chance. I moved from a little bitty old town called Brinkley, Arkansas, a little bitty tiny nugget of a place. And I moved from there to East Tennessee. That's where my accent comes from, you guys, if y'all have wondered. So I took a chance at the age of 18 that I could do it on my own. That's how adventurous I was. I moved over 500 miles away from every person that I was related to except for one cousin. And I stayed with her for about 3 weeks before I had my own place and my own job. I already had my own car that I had bought and paid for myself, working at the Tasty Freeze, if you could imagine. I'm giving my age. But in all of my life, I'm looking at different times that I've taken chances. I took a chance then. I took a chance later on in life when I moved to Barcelona, Spain, and I've lived at different places during my life. But the one time that I can tell you that it is not a good thing to take a chance, and that's when you're opening your own business and you're hiring those first drivers. If you don't have the knowledge of everything that is required when you're just handing out the handbook, this is just for the employee handbook. This is not nearly all of the different requirements that, at least for the state of California, that they require. You know, I've got 3 pages of this type of documentation that's in here, okay? When you're finished with what I'm going to go over with you today, you print it out, have it bound, and be able to hand this portion over to your auditor that goes over everything for your hiring process for your new driver. Now, it doesn't matter if he's an actual employee driver, you know, like a company driver, or if he's 1099 where he's contracted bringing in his own equipment. We're going to go over the generic information that will cover both sides. So when you're taking a chance on somebody, bringing them into your company, you have to make sure that you evaluate everything that there is from present day into their past to make sure that they're not bringing their troubles onto your brand new company. Your brand new company is spotless, hopefully. And you don't want that to be damaged by somebody that is bringing in bad things. So some of the things that you don't want to miss when you're hiring on a new employee, and they're covered in the manual or the handbook, is a CDLA. Have they passed? is it still in effect? It hasn't expired, has it? And what are their, what are their limitations, and do they have any, like eyeglasses? That's a simple one. But they may also be handicapped. And yes, in here we also cover the handicap sticker for the people who are running intrastate, because handicap stickers are not made to go across state lines unless you have permission, from your state. So there's a lot of regulation behind that. Let's not get stuck over there. So anyway, you want to check their CDLA. Make sure everything is in order with that. You want to make sure that they have a clean drug screen and that they're part of the consortium and the lottery, the consortium. Okay? That they've signed that release. You need to make sure that they have a clean driving record. And if you're working for the state of California, you have to have a pull report on top of that. Are they legal to work in the United States? Have you got all the documentation filled out, complete in its entirety? Are they here on a work visa or a student visa? Do they know which way they're supposed to be working, and do they qualify for actually working here? Another thing is, are they medically fit to operate a commercial vehicle? Have you got a release form from their doctor that goes over every medication? And is that medication that they're on covered by DOT regulations? Another thing is can they provide a verifiable, that's the key word, a verifiable previous work history? The verification process needs to also include, but is not limited to, no abandonment issues. You don't want somebody who's abandoned other people's equipment to abandon yours. What about positive drug screens? Have they failed their drug screens? Has, things that they shouldn't have in their system been found? Also, and I'm talking about in their history with their other employers. Now, some people think that all you have to do is look at previous employers, and if they're new from out of the school, then they have no work history. That's not correct. They had to do schooling somewhere. They have to have a certificate. That certificate is required in the documentation that you give to the auditor. Some more stuff would be no accidents. You got to make sure that they have no accidents on their record. If they have accidents, that could cause you an issue. That's going to bring your company score down. And speaking of company scores, you need to be watching your CSA score on your SAFER website, because if you still have employees that you have let go, if they're still on your SAFER site as an employee, and if they get out there and get a traffic ticket, they get shut down, they have an accident, guess whose record it's going on? It's going on yours. These things are identified for you so that you know what you need to correct. And lastly, have they been certified to operate the type of equipment that your company operates? Now, I've made this video very short, very quick, and very precise for a reason. I don't want to go over everything that is available in my handbook, because if I did, somebody else would go out there and make it, and I'm actually going to be giving courses on these, and I want to be able to give new information to my students. But until that time, if you're interested in obtaining these, look me up. I'm on DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist on YouTube. I'm part of She Trucking and SheTrucking.com. She Trucking being the Facebook group. You can also find me at Linda Sahar Rafiq on my Facebook site. And I'll provide links to all of these down below. I just want you to know that if you are a new business and you are looking for assistance in getting your new employee driver handbooks out for your orientation, so that you can say, hey, I'm not as good as the big guys. I have an orientation book. We go through all of this. We make sure all the paperwork is in place. That way, when you're going through your new entrant audit, they see everything is there. They see everything is there. And then that way that you're just one step closer to being able to pull the loads that get you the highest pay. Because once you pass that new entrant audit and you get that letter, there's a letter that they send out to you that says that you passed it, that you've maintained a very reputable company for the first 6 to 18 months. Then you can show that letter to your brokers. And remember, your brokers are the ones that has the highest paying jobs. What you find on the load board, that's nothing. That's nothing. Where on the load board you might get $2,000, $3,000 for a run. If you're working with a broker that you have an established relationship for, that same load for you might be $5,000. And you can pull a whole lot more profit. It's the difference between making $170,000 a year to making $230,000 a year. Very easily done, even with one truck. And that's power only. I did that with power only. Okay, and I maintained it. So if I can do it, you can do it. I'm providing you all of this information for free. Now the manuals are not going to be for free, okay? I'm telling you what some of the stuff is that you will need. And we'll get into the courses later. But I do want you to know that your help is out there. You just have to look for it. You have to find it. I'm taking some of that workload off of you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everything that I provide is there as well. I give everything away for free. I don't charge anything that's out there on my YouTube channel. So take advantage of it. Again, if you want to find me, it's DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. And that's on YouTube. Remember to like and share this video to other new business owners that you have, or small business owners in the transportation business that you know. And if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell so that you know when I update new videos. I'm making a conscientious effort to pay it forward, and that is what I'm really wanting to do with all of my ladies that that follow me. And I just want to make it easy for you. All you have to do is sit and watch a video. I'm not, and it's free. It's not like I'm charging you anything for those videos. So anyway, thank you for staying with me throughout this. If I can answer any of your questions, please comment below. Please remember, like and share the video. Get the word out. I'm trying to help as many ladies as I possibly can. There's no need for you to struggle if I can help you out. So, like and share, subscribe, click the little bell. Simple as that. That's all I ask. So, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Please be safe out there. And remember, only you can tell everyone how great you are. So, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe.